Hello and welcome to my channel, The Software Chef. Today's video is really important because we'll be talking about the hybrid cloud journey and how, as a DevOps engineer, as a site reliability engineer, if you're looking forward to grow and develop yourself in the hybrid cloud platform, so how you can do that. So we'll be talking about the OpenShift Administration course, which is called as DO280, and watch till end if you want to clear the examination also. I have a few tips which are coming in. So stay tuned and watch the entire video. Into managing Kubernetes, especially the enterprise version of Kubernetes, which is OpenShift, then this course is definitely for you. So DO280 especially talks about the administration part of OpenShift. So things which you learn and which you practice a lot is how exactly you would manage your what exactly first of all you learn is what is the architecture of OpenShift, what are the components which is it's built on, what is control node, what are master nodes, how many master nodes you would need, what is kubectl, or what is OC. All these things are very important, and they lay the foundation of this particular OpenShift environment. So that is something which is really important. Then what you start doing is you start learning about the role-based access control. So let's say if you have installed an OpenShift environment and you would want to create some new users and groups which should be limiting to a particular project or a namespace, then how to do that, how to create that. All these things are covered in this course. You also learn the security aspect, how you would want to secure your deployments, how you would want to encrypt your namespaces with TLS encryption, how you would want to secure your applications which are running, and then how you would want to manage the network of these applications which are running. So that is again, which is something which you learn in this particular course and you practice a lot. After that, how you would manage and label some of the nodes. Let's say there's a scenario where you would want to in a production environments, let's assume you would want to, you do not want that these applications should not be scheduled on a certain node. How you would want to do that, and how you would want to label your applications. All of it resides in this particular course. Then another interesting area is, let's say every application has its own resources and limits. How you would want to configure that. You learn that as well in this particular course. And at last, what you learn is also the usage of the OpenShift admin console, which is pretty much easier. So this is really amazing. I recently did this course and I highly recommend all of the DevOps engineers or site reliability engineers to actually take this course and start learning OpenShift. So this course is based on the platform 4.10, as you can see on my screen. And the prerequisites of this course is that you need to have an RHCSA or equivalent knowledge, that you should know how to do a CD or run basic commands on a Linux box. Then the prerequisite is that you should have done the DO180 course, which is RedHat, OpenShift 1, containers and Kubernetes. I have already reviewed this course, which mainly talks about the usage of podman, basics of containers, why it's required. And you could also take a free assessment. After you complete this course, my rough idea would be somewhere around, when I personally do the trainings, I invest a lot of time in practicing and creating my labs, and then spending my time doing the exercises, deploying applications. So I especially take somewhere around 30 to 35 hours of practice before appearing into this particular exam. Once you complete this course, as I said, it would depend on your capacity. If you could spend more hours, you would be able to do it in a smaller period of time. If you are someone who would just want to invest 2 hours on a daily basis, it might take more time to complete this particular course. Total number of chapters which I recall are I believe 8 chapters, which is described over here. So if each summary is made into a particular chapter along with exercises, which makes it really easy. So you study one chapter and then you practice the lab. So that's really helpful. Once you complete this entire course, my recommendation would be to definitely appear for this exam, which is called as RedHat Certified Specialist in OpenShift Administration exam. This exam is a 3-hour based exam and you could give it remotely. It's proctored and it's really amazing. You would be given real life scenarios where let's assume you would be asked to troubleshoot an application. Why it's not working? Is the issue in the network or in the application, in the service which you have defined, or haven't you labeled your application properly, whether your nodes are properly tainted and proper annotations are being set. So that's really interesting. For me, another part which is really interesting is that when you give these exams, you are in a live scenario where you have to troubleshoot. And this is what exactly happens when we work, right? So if you are working for a company and if you are in troubleshooting something which is on a UAT environment or on a production environment, you need that particular fast response. Okay, I've done this particular test. What needs to be done next? What needs to be done next? So when you give such exams, you develop that habit, which is really important in a real life scenario while working in your in your organization or in your team. So you start developing those troubleshooting skills with these exams. So definitely go for it. And as we could see, the audience for this exam is system architects, system admins, cluster operators, SRE, RHCs, etc. So the prerequisites are the same which we saw in the course description as well. One more interesting thing which I found out is you could take a free assessment to identify what is your skill level. So you could go to this particular website, and there are a bunch of different products. As you can see, there's OpenShift Container Platform, Ansible, etc. Choose which exam you're preparing for, sign up for it, and get going. So one pro tip from my side, if you are planning to appear for an OpenShift exam, is do watch for documentation. So when you give this particular exam, you get the documentation which is available in a HTML format. So you do not need to learn the configurations by heart. You just need to know how to use them. So that's really important. Use that wisely, and I'm pretty sure you'll crack this exam with flying colors. So that's it for this video, guys. All the best. I'll be putting all the links which I demonstrated over here about this DO280 course, about EX280, about the examination, and about this training skill assessment. All the links will be available in the description. Go through it, start preparing, and all the best. See you next time. Thank you for watching this. Have a great day. And important thing, if you like this video, please give a thumbs like, share to my channel, and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.